On this week's For Your Consideration, Collider's awards experts Scott Mantz, Perri, Nemiroff and Jeff Sneider recap the Critics' Choice Awards and discuss whether they'll have any impact on next week's Oscar nominations. Scott and Jeff also make a bet regarding the Best Actress race, which still feels wide open following the tie between Glenn Close and Lady Gaga. Scott is a big believer in Oscar history and has bought into the narrative that Close is due, citing examples like Al Pacino's win for Scent of a Woman and Paul Newman's win for The Color of Money. Jeff thinks history is overrated, since this is an entirely different Academy with over 2,000 new members. To suggest that this group of 8,000 voters will take its cues from the Academy of the mid-80s and early 90s is preposterous in his eyes. Jeff is content to agree to disagree until Scott whips out his wallet. At least give him credit for putting his money where his mouth is. Image via Sony Pictures Classics. Perri was delighted to see The Favorite win Best Acting Ensemble at the Critics' Choice Awards, but unfortunately, that's not an actual Oscar category. With Green Book and Bohemian Rhapsody suffering plenty of slings and arrows on the campaign trail, will Yorgos Lanthimos' female-driven costume drama be the beneficiary, or is it Netflix's Roma that stands the most to gain from those symbols? What is clear now, and what has been clear for the past several months, is that Alfonso Cuarón appears to be a lock for Best Director, no matter how badly Bradley Cooper wants that particular statue. Say what you will about Roma, but even the film's detractors commend Cuarón for his gorgeous personal vision, and it's all but assured that the Mexican filmmaker will pick up his third Oscar. Remember, he won 2 for Gravity, including 1 for editing, if not his 4th as well, given that he also served as his own cinematographer. Best Actor remains a toss-up, with the panel divided between Christian Bale, Rami Malek and Cooper, who isn't out of the race yet and still has many fans within the Academy. Bale has had several opportunities to deliver killer acceptance speeches, which may have upped his chances, but Cooper hasn't been afforded the same time at the podium. What's an Oscar contender to do when he doesn't have the microphone? The supporting races seem a bit firmer, with Mahershala Ali and Regina King leading the charge. But, of course, if you're applying Scott's Glenn Close is due argument to the supporting actress category, then why doesn't Amy Adams have a better chance, given the fact that she hasn't won an Oscar either despite 5 previous nominations? The gang dives into that debate and is excited to see what happens next week when the nominations set the stage for the Academy Awards on February 24th. To keep up with all things For Your Consideration, follow the gang on Twitter and Instagram at @MovieMantz, @Nemiroff and @Sneider. Hit up the comments section and let us know what you thought of the Critics' Choice Awards, and whether Scott or Jeff will win the Glenn Close bet. Stay tuned next week for our live episode following the Oscar nominations, and we'll see y'all later. Image via 20th Century Fox. Image via Warner Brothers.